Yo, what's up everyone? It's Ryan Cassata. I know it's been a minute. I posted a tweet recently that I tattooed my birth name onto my body and got a lot of text messages and tweetbacks and all of that. Some people said it's a power move, which maybe it is. I wasn't thinking of that, to be honest. So why did I do that? That's a hard question. I have been feeling like I've been thinking about the name a lot, and I've been feeling really reconnected, and not in a way that I want to be called that, because I don't, but in a way that was my roots and that was where I came from, and that is what people called me with love before I transitioned. And yes, a lot of people did call me that to hate on me when I first came out, but that has not been the case for a number of years now, and I have no resentment anymore about the name. I don't cringe when I hear it anymore. I actually have friends with the name now, and I could say hello to them and say the name. And I don't call my birth name my dead name. I actually never have. That wasn't the terminology when I came out, and that's totally cool if you prefer that. It's whatever like each person prefers, obviously. But for me, like, I never felt like it was like my dead name. It was just the name that I was given at birth, and it's a name that I was given at birth by two parents that love me. It was given with love. And to me, it still symbolizes that. It symbolizes where I came from, and I have no regrets about transitioning. I have no hate for being trans anymore. I have no regrets about it. I don't feel like it's bad in any way. I honestly feel like it's a blessing, because it's led me to be able to help people and to meet people and to have a different perspective in this life. So yeah, I don't associate my birth name with a bad way anymore, and I think that's really beautiful, and I'm so glad that I could get to a place where it doesn't bother me anymore, and I could look at it and be like, hey, this came from a place of love, not a place of hate. And I feel that way a lot. And honestly, like, everyone that's close to me in my life supports my transition and supports my identity and supports my fluidity and my queerness and all of that. It's been a very long, amazing journey. I've been out for what I would call a really long time now, over a decade, and I've come to terms with a lot of things. I've done a lot of processing, I've done a lot of therapy, a lot of reading, a lot of spirituality things like meditation and prayer, and reconnecting with things that I really enjoy from my childhood and all of that, and reconnecting with old friends and everything. So I have no hate about it anymore. And to be 100% honest, like, I don't really think about being trans much anymore, unless like I'm talking about it like I am now, or I'm talking about it with someone else. Like, it just doesn't come up that much for me anymore. Or like when I'm in a public bathroom and I'm scared, like that's pretty much it. It's interesting too, because like wearing the masks during this pandemic, I actually like don't feel as scared in the public restrooms, and I think it's because like they can't tell if I have facial hair or not, which is pretty funny. So I feel like, okay, I'm wearing a hat and a mask, I'm like pretty much covered up right now. Being trans has a new meaning for me right now. I have realized lately that I'm not identifying as much with trans man. Like, I'm not saying that as much when I introduce myself in like interviews and stuff, and I'm just saying like, I'm trans, I use he, him. And like, really, that's all people have to know. They don't even have to know I'm trans. They just have to know my name and my pronouns. Like, really, that's all that matters. Like, I don't have to put myself into a box so that other people could like examine my gender or whatever, you know? So yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling positive. I honestly feel like I'm the most mentally healthy that I've been maybe my entire transition. So that's a pretty big deal. It feels good. Meditation fucking helps. It's fucking awesome. Like, staying in the now, like, you know, I keep pulling myself back to that, to the now, and it feels good to be in the moment of whatever I'm doing. So yeah, my allergies are super bad today, that's why I'm slow. But I will put a picture of the tattoo at the end of this video. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and for supporting, and no hate. I'm not saying you gotta get your birth name tattooed onto you. I'm not saying that you gotta come to terms with it. You don't. You do whatever the hell you want. Be yourself 100%. This is just my personal journey, my personal path, and I wanted to share it with all of you. So I hope you all have a great day, and please continue to stay safe. All right, peace.